Wonderful. So, hi.
Wait, should I put my phone away?
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay, I didn't.
You don't have to.
Okay.
So, I know this was random, but like when I was coming this way, initially I'm supposed to do a podcast with Liz. But when I was coming here, I was like, I think I should also do a podcast with Deli
Okay.
because you're of interest. I mean, you're interesting. So, it's good for people to, I mean, for me to talk to you on camera and for people to also like to get to know you, right? So you're Deli,
I'm Delay.
you're an artist.
Yes.
Artist meaning like you sing, right?
And I make jewelry.
And you make jewelry. Yeah. So how has it been in Kenya? You've been in Kenya for a month now. You're going tomorrow. So how has it been?
It's been very beautiful, actually.
Okay.
We had our downs too, yes. But I feel like when you come into a group, that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say, a lot of things also were very unnecessary. But honestly speaking, I really don't want that to overshadow. It's not like I'm pushing it away. I'm very aware of those things.
Yeah.
But I like whatever I want to take back home with me is the things that made my heart dance. I was able to play with a band, which is an absolute dream because I like whenever I come into countries, I love to connect with fellow artists and share
Nice.
my art with them.
Yeah.
And I was able to share my craft with some people, even you.
Yeah. True.
And just coming here, I think I also told you before, like, because I'm rooted in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like some bits, though you can't really compare it, but some bits really reminded me of back home.
Nice.
So instantly when I got here, like the warmth of the people, the food,
Yeah.
the buildings, it reminded me of back home. So
Nice.
it kind of was like a feeling of coming home. It sounds so weird. But yeah, it's been really beautiful.
Okay. So what are some of the things that really, I mean, I know you've mentioned them, but maybe if you can get more specific. Do you maybe remember the name of the band?
Yeah, it's Mombasa Roots Band.
Mombasa Roots
It's
Band.
the oldest band of Mombasa. The
How did you know? Because I actually don't know it's the oldest.
Because they told me.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Oldest
And
in what terms? Like they've been here for long?
yes.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Ibra, the eldest member of the group, he's been part of the band for 50 years now.
50?
50 years.
How old is he?
That I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know, but man, I don't even know how to put it in words, but to me that is so insane, and this band has seen things, and the way they play, the way they do their cues, they just look at each other. They sometimes they don't even have to look at each other, and they just know, like from the note they play, they really just know how to do the job. And it's not even a job, like it's, you can just see it's pure love and passion. And yeah, I think that's really nice. Mombasa Roots, please go check them out if you haven't listened. And if you're in Mombasa, they play from Tuesdays to Sundays in various locations. Check them out because
All right. So in Germany, do you sing in bands or you sing like solo?
I don't have a band that's my band, but I do sing with a band sometimes. So I live in Cologne, and then there's this jam session happening in Essen. It's a city like an hour away from Cologne. And I used to know the bass player, and then he invited me to the session. And then I played an opening act there, and since then I just play with them. The session is called Feli's Jam Session because the bar is just called Feli's Bar. So yes.
I like your accessories, by the way.
Thank you.
Does each ring have like a meaning? Because I see you always wear them.
Yeah, yes and no. It's definitely artistic expression, just, putting out what I feel having stones that mean things to me. For example, this one used to be my mom's ring. She just gave it to
Oh,
me. It's basically
nice.
it's kind of like an inheritance.
Okay,
And
okay.
also purple and blue are my favorite colors, if you can
Wow, I
tell
can
that
see
from
even your eyelashes are blue. How did you get your eyelashes blue?
it's just
Yo,
mascara, blue
okay, like blue
mascara.
mascara. I've
Yes.
never seen blue mascara.
Yeah.
How
Now you
interesting.
did.
Wow.
And
Okay.
this one I got it at a market. This one also has a beautiful story. I was in Turkey in the village of my grandma, and I went to town and I passed an antique store. I didn't even know it was there, and the owner came out and he grabbed me by the arm. He's like,
Wow.
"You need to come inside. I have something for you."
Yo,
And
okay,
I went
okay.
there, and he showed me, and I was like, it's bought. Like I didn't even
Mm,
question it because I felt like it's calling me. Because I don't know if you saw me with my bells on my ankles
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, I do.
For me, that's really like this the sound of the bells when I walk. It's
Ooh.
something. It's like a mantra to me, and something actually very spiritual. Like it just connects me to me and those who were here before me, and having that here as well when I don't wear my ankles
Oh, okay,
is just
nice.
like something that really grounds me and brings me back to myself.
So, like, how did you start doing that? Because I mean, is that not something that's taught where you like have like accessories that you use them as a way to like ground you spiritually?
I think it's definitely people I met along the way in life, also from different backgrounds. Also, like in Germany, we have a lot of people from different backgrounds, and also
Different background, different cultures,
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah, yeah.
religions, right?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
yes, a
okay,
lot.
okay.
And then also artists that I really like, for example, Erica Badu, like
Ooh,
she's really
oof.
into
Yeah, I know
those
Erica Badu.
things.
Yeah,
You
true,
know
true.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And growing up with these people and seeing that, I think it just pulled me.
Yeah,
So
you give Erica Badu vibes for real.
yeah,
Oh,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
No,
Now
no,
I
no.
get it.
That's too high.
Now
That's too
I
high.
get it.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Because I am a chef by profession, but inherently I'm an artist. So you've been here for a month. What do you think is different artistically between Kenya and Germany?
I think that's a very interesting question because when I was speaking to the band, they kept on saying like we wish we would be appreciated more as
Ooh,
artists, not just them in general, but like artists in general in Kenya
oh,
would
okay.
be appreciated more because here it's still like this thing of art is not a real job.
Yeah.
Those do something stable and things like that. And I also do feel like it's the same in Germany, but here I felt way more. I felt like the art is way more free and present. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Back
yeah.
home, it's actually really depressing to
To
be
be an artist.
yes to be
Shit.
an artist because they really make it hard for you. And then also when people ask you for gigs, they don't see what's behind there. They're like, oh, you're just gonna come and sing some songs, but that's really not it. They don't see the prep that I have to do. I have to rehearse songs. If I bring instrumentalists, they have to
Yeah.
rehearse the songs. We have to rehearse together.
True, true, true.
And then like the way there, the hours that I spent there, it's so much that plays into it, but people really just
The
see what they
overlook,
want to
yeah,
see. You
yeah,
know what I
true,
mean? It's
true,
also
true.
like because originally I like my original profession, the thing that I studied is also marketing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and whenever I used to edit. Whenever people knew I can also edit videos and things like that, they're like, "Oh, can you just quickly edit a video
Oh
for me?" And I'm
my,
like, "Bro, do you know like how much it takes to
to
go
come up
through
with
the
it.
footage
True,
first, then choose the
Cut,
sections
chop,
that you
yeah,
need,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then really make it a full story. And people
Yeah.
really don't see that if they're not in touch. And I always try not to be too judgy about that because how can you know if you don't know? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then
true, true.
also, they're not open to know. And this is
Yeah,
my problem,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. And it's the same with music. Like, people are not open to understand where are you coming from. And they're like, I was booked for a wedding one time and she's like, yeah, but like you can do a friendship prize, right? And I don't know this girl,
Oh
and
my
I literally
gosh.
told her
So it's like
I
that
didn't
in
know we're
Germany also.
friends. I told her I didn't
Wow,
know we're friends.
crazy,
Because how
crazy.
can you ask someone that? And I also told her, like, do you go to your landlord and tell them, like, oh, can you just reduce my price? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like, people really don't see it. And like I said, maybe I'm speaking from a point of privilege, and I really don't know how it is to really live here and do the arts here. I really don't know. But I feel like here art is happening more freely and yeah, nothing, just more
Not
freely.
freely, okay.
Yes.
So for me, for example, I I grew up like I finished high school knowing that I want to be an actor, and then I got into the acting industry. I did a couple of films and whatnot, and then it dawned on me that actors, in as much as they are famously known, they do not have like a financial security. So I decided to drop arts and have like uh, have a craft or a skill that is going to financially secure me, and then I focus on arts. So in your situation, did you have the challenge of having some type of financial security to pursue art, or how has it been for you?
Definitely. So the thing is, I always wanted to pursue art back in the days, but my parents kept on telling me, no, do something stable. That's why I studied journalism, corporate
Oh
communications,
wow,
though I
wow.
didn't even want to do it.
Damn.
Like, I really just did it because they told me to. But, and I worked in the field for 13 years. And within those,
13.
yes, for within those years,
Wow.
I always realized, like, okay, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to sit in an office and do these things. Like, it's not what fulfills you. And it literally, it literally depressed me. Like, and it's and I had some times where I quit my job and really tried to push through with the art, but it was not enough, especially when you start paying your own rent and having to take care of yourself. And I lived with my family for quite a long time, so I just recently moved out, like almost 2 years ago now. So I was at home for a long time, but also, even though you're home, you're also supporting family and things like that. And then but the art always kind of stuck with me. And it wasn't until this year, I lost my job in March because the team just had to be split. So I lost my job, and this is the first time I said I will not jump back into the safety net. So right now, I'm like, since March, I'm really working on becoming self-employed and really just doing the arts. So it's been a very tough journey. Yeah.
It's so interesting how we can be in different countries, Germany being a first world country, me here in Kenya being a third world, but we kind of experience the same struggles as an artist. And I think with also experiencing those struggles, when we meet artists in general, it is so easy to connect with them because we kind of understand each person's struggle, and also we also have the avenue to let out our pain through our art, which is a good thing. So I guess I'm saying that to say art in general is like a universal language, right?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
And also, you just mentioned the bit of, no, there's actually something else that I also wanted to talk about, because you talked about, like, finances and finding jobs and security and things like that. But also recently here, even when I was in Germany still, I saw all the protests and everything.
Oh yeah,
And like, all these young people going on the street, because even the secure jobs they're trying to pursue,
they're not
they're
even
not given.
there,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or like, people are finishing crazy degrees, like doctors, lawyers, whatever, but they're not being paid. Like,
true.
how to handle that, you know what I mean? And then also the protests, like, going really far, as in people losing their lives and things like that. I think this is really bad, and you always have to get to the root of those things. And to me, that is capitalism for sure. I feel like that is the worst sickness in this entire world. It's just people who are so greedy for power, for money, and those who really want to do something, who really want to move in the world, they don't get to do that because they're being oppressed.
Yeah,
And
true.
I think that is one of the big problems, and also in trying to pursue the arts and things like that, because it always comes down to what makes money. I remember I was in
Yeah.
the unemployment
So
office,
sad, yeah.
and I was telling her, like, I would like to go into music therapy because I have a musical background since I was in kindergarten.
Wow.
Like, I really want to give back to people and do something meaningful. And I told her, I'm like, because whatever I'm doing right now is literally depressing me. And she looked at me like this, and she was like, you don't look like somebody who's depressed.
It's like you're supposed to walk with a depressed
Exactly.
face.
Yeah.
And you just show everyone that you're depressed. Like, no, that's
Exactly.
not how it
And that is the
works.
issue. And then she told me, like, maybe because, yeah, like music therapy, it's not really relevant for the job market right now. Maybe you want to consider becoming a bus driver or like a teacher.
Whoa.
I'm like, are you
Whoa.
even listening to me?
Yeah.
And you see, it always comes down to what can profit us. Like,
Yeah.
it's never about you and your concerns. It's always what can profit them. And I think that is the main issue in the world.
Yeah. What do you think? How can we like resolve that as a human race?
It needs a revolution. I'm telling
Ooh.
you, that's the only way to do it. It needs a revolution. People to not stick to that anymore, and to really work against the oppressors. That's the only way to do it, because if people keep on staying there and doing as they're told and bowing their heads, nothing is going to change. Like, how will you change that? We all need to collectively gather and like hold each other's hand, be each other's backbone,
Yeah,
and
true.
just push against that, because otherwise it will just stay the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't see any change if that is not happening.
True. So you mentioned Erika Badu. Who are other artists I might know that influence you? You think?
Okay. Okay, artists that you might
I
also
might know
know.
you because I know Erika
Okay.
Badu. She's
Okay,
international.
yes,
Yeah,
Erica
maybe.
Badu, Lauryn Hill, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up on a lot of like American R&B and soul, because
Okay, okay, okay.
I also grew up with predominantly boys,
Oh, okay, okay.
and we don't have a lot of girls in the family, and they were all just listening to rap,
Wow,
R&B, and
yeah.
that's really what I grew
Oh,
up
okay.
on. So yeah, like anything old school R&B and hip hop
Oh,
is
nice.
really what influenced me in the first place. But I also love me some good gospel, like
Oh,
Kirk
nice. Oh,
Franklin,
okay.
the one that I think a lot of people know
Yeah,
is
no.
also well known internationally. A lot of UK artists like Jessie J, Joy Crooks,
Oh,
Sinead
yeah.
Harnett, um, yeah, Jacob Banks, a lot.
So, what is your? I know you sing soprano, but like, what's your style of singing? Say when you compose songs, right? When you compose songs, because I'm sure you don't sing it the way we sing it here. Like how we used to sing like songs here.
The thing is, it's very versatile. Like, since I have so many influences,
Oh
like
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
singing
yeah.
in a gospel choir for 11 years.
Oh,
I do Turkish rock, which is so different from
wow,
everything,
wow,
like from
wow.
the
Okay.
other things that I do. I
Different
do a
in
lot
terms
of
of how you use your voice, or
uh, mm, yes, to some extent, yes,
oh, okay, okay,
yes.
okay, okay.
Because also, like, I would actually say I'm an alto, but I also can, or
Oh,
maybe
can
like a mezzo soprano, like, like an
okay,
alto, but
okay.
I can also do soprano
Wow,
if
wow.
I need
Oh,
to.
okay, okay.
So, um, and just whatever it requires, I'll pull up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, I, to be honest, I, I really didn't understand like the purpose of you guys coming to Kenya. Maybe if you can explain in a layman's way so I can
Okay.
understand, because I know it is to educate kids on the. Is it to educate kids or parents? I honestly don't. I didn't.
Not even that. So the thing is, Germany sometimes has like these funded programs, right?
Okay.
and basically what they are trying to do is create opportunities for people to meet, especially in this case, like to meet each other and learn how things work on each other's side, you know.
Okay.
And for this project specifically, we had the 17 SDGs, which are the Sustainable Development Goals created by the UN. They created it in I believe in 2015, and they're supposed to
wow.
be reached in 2 years, actually in 2030. And
Ooh.
there are 17 different goals that contribute to strengthen you know, countries that like are in need. But also again here, why are they in need? Because there are people in power who will you know, it's such a deep topic. It's
Goes
really
back to the same.
yes, it's really hard for me to just compromise that because it's such a large topic. And but basically their idea is, yes, to fulfill all of these 17 goals. We were concentrating on the fourth goal, which is quality education. That's so that you got that part right. It is about education and learning
So that's
from each
quality
other.
education to
Yes.
our children or to our parents or to both?
I think so. In this case, in this project, it's people within the age span of 18 and 30. Yes,
okay,
specifically.
okay. So we are educating them to what?
In this case, it was about like artistic education.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
we wrote the musical. You
Okay,
know, like
okay,
how
okay.
do you write a musical? What are factors that you need? How do you book a venue?
Yeah.
How do you decide on who you choose for a play? It's and I think here a lot of things also went sideways because the time was compromised. Okay, a month sounds a lot, but also sometimes the time wasn't used efficiently.
Yeah.
And I just believe that's why things ended up the way they did.
Okay.
I still think we pushed through and we made it work. Could it have been better?
Better, of course.
Yes. But also this is just a learning experience, you know. Like for me, for example, it was the first time doing something like this. I did exchanges in my life before. I went to the States for half a year and went to high school, for example. I did an exchange to France for 2 weeks. Like I'm experienced in that kind, but not in this kind, you know. Getting together and really creating with a lot of people. Also, you have a lot of different people with different characters, and combining that within a month is really hard in my opinion, because it really takes time, because we need to get to know each other and, you know, like find out how everybody is working. Everybody carries their own baggage inside themselves, and, you know, also what you give out as a sender is not always received the same way you mean it, maybe. You know what I mean? So these are all factors that come into that play into making it really hard to perfecting something within such a short time span. Yeah.
So I'm assuming when everyone came here, not everyone knew each other on
Barely.
on a deep level, right?
Yes.
Everyone just knew each other superficially.
Yes.
Okay. Did you experience any culture shock here in Kenya? So ever maybe how Kenyans treat foreigners and stuff, the expectations, things like that.
You know, I think I was prepared of, especially also me, for example, like being a white passing person, because you know I have Turkish roots, and you have to know that white is not
It's
like
not
doesn't
dominant
equal
here.
white, you know.
Oh, sorry,
Yes,
true.
and but also like, and I came here being very aware of the privilege, like the privilege I bring when I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
okay, I don't know. Okay, so the thing is, because we really stand out.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Conspicuous.
Yes.
Super,
so we're just perceived differently.
Of course,
and,
of course.
And we're treated differently, which I also believe is really sad, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
You know? and not sad in the way that I feel some type of way about it. I'm just thinking like, why? Like, why? I don't know how to put it, but the thing is, sometimes like the wrong things are being glorified. You know what I mean? Like, this is really. It's a very sensitive
Oh,
topic,
really? Oh, okay,
and
okay.
I just feel like the West pushing ideals onto the world, and the rest just blindly adapting that
Whoa,
sometimes, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I feel like that is very problematic, and I was aware that it's gonna happen. Also, when I see the matatus and everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, true.
All of these artists from the West,
Uh-huh,
why?
uh-huh.
Why don't you glorify your
Our
own?
own, yeah, true, true,
You
true,
know
true
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, I know what you
And I think those are things that really got to me. Okay, and one more thing, which I was also very aware of, but when I was in the space and saw it, it really made me feel super uncomfortable.
mean. Okay.
Seeing like a lot of like white sugar mommies and daddies
Oh,
with very
shit.
young
Oh,
people,
yeah, yeah,
that is
yeah.
something that really got to me. Yes,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy that.
Yeah. You know, with that, I think it has it has been it has been glorified to the point where it kinda is normal, like it's normal, quote unquote, not normal to everyone, but to the people who are experiencing it, I think it's become normal for people to have like a sugar daddy, sugar mommy. I guess we are going back to capitalism and how it has ruined things,
Exactly.
making things difficult for people to actually provide for themselves or even to get work. So maybe they think having a sugar daddy slash sugar mommy is the best option. So were you approached by any guy wanting you to be their sugar mommy
No, no,
or their
no,
sugar lady?
no, and that would no. And I'm really glad that didn't
Oh,
happen.
nice, nice,
Um,
nice.
and I don't mean this like in a judgmental
Uh-huh,
way,
uh-huh.
because I don't want to say I understand. I can't find the right
I
word, but
know.
I see where it's coming from. But I'm sad it's there. You know, It
Yeah.
it really breaks my heart that that is a current and that is a necessity to some people,
Just to say it
because it
in
shouldn't
plain
be.
language, it's like someone, an old man of the age of 60, 50, 60, 70, is here with a lady of 22 years
Yeah.
old. And the lady is entertaining him because he's providing maybe money, a good time at the club, food. You know, I think basic needs. They're being provided for basic needs, and in return, they give their bodies away. Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing. It's not something we should be acquainted with. It's not something we should say it's normal. I also take it back. But it's because I also have friends, lady friends are who have accepted that type of lifestyle. And yeah, which is not normal. And it's not understandable. So what should someone do? Think about someone who say, I'm going to give situations of people I know individually who have sugar daddies, right? Say they coming from a humble background, they do not have money, they want to get money, and the only way to make money is to use men. So what would you tell a lady who has that mindset?
The thing is, I don't even know if I would associate with a person like that, you know? But my advice would just be, and I know this also sounds so privileged and like I'm trying to brush it off, but there must be another way. There
Yeah.
must be another way. And like I said, I don't understand why. I don't want to say I understand why, but I see where it's coming from, and that just it always takes me back to the root.
Yeah.
It always takes me back to the root. The power needs to be taken away from those using it in the wrong ways, and it needs to be distributed equally to everyone.
Also, maybe because of social pressure, people posting their lavish life on social media, and them being affected by how someone is successful. And when they listen to that person's story, it goes back to them maybe having a sugar daddy or a sugar mom, which is why I guess they fall back to that. Yeah, it's very sad.
It's really sad.
It's
It's
really
really
sad.
heartbreaking actually, and
Yeah.
I really wish it wouldn't happen and it wasn't a necessity, but I'm also aware of the fact that that's something that's not going to change overnight,
I
but
know.
at least like trying
Is
to
it the
create
same
the
also? Is it the
awareness.
same also in Germany?
I believe there are some people, especially nowadays where things like OnlyFans and things
Oh
are like
yeah.
coming up. I believe like yes, a lot of people are choosing that out of comfort also.
Out of
I feel
comfort.
like in the West it's more like out of comfort than out of a struggle.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, meaning you excuse someone who's doing it because they're struggling?
No.
Okay, okay,
No.
okay, okay. How many piercings do you have?
A lot.
You have a number.
Let me count.
Hi Sheila. Oh sorry. Hi Lucy. Kupoa. We are
20.
shooting a podcast.
I'll come soon. I'll come meet you in a minute. I'll come meet you in a minute. Yes.
Yes, so
20.
20.
Yes.
Do you do it for the thrill of it or it's a form of expression?
It's a form of expression.
What does it express?
It's just like all the
Freeness?
other
Freedom?
it's all of the other jewelries that I wear, like every jewelry that I have. Some of them are also from a holistic medicinal background.
Oh yeah,
There's like
yeah.
some pressure points if you pierce them, because I
Ooh.
deal with migraines a lot, for example.
Oh,
So
okay,
some
okay.
of them are intentionally placed, but a
Ooh.
lot of it is really just because I think I like the way it looks, and
Damn.
yeah. I
Okay.
also don't wear the same one twice. Like it's all singles, for
Uh-huh.
example.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To a layman, would you explain what's the meaning of holistic?
Okay.
Holistic.
So it's basically traditional medicine, I guess,
Oh,
like
okay.
natural medicine. Because also me, I'm struggling to take like a lot of chemical medicines, and since I know that, like I have allergic reactions to a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
them.
Like pharmaceutical drugs.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So since I know that, I just started to research natural remedies like oils, tinctures, balms, um, or also massaging techniques and things like that to make my body feel
Wow.
better again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So for a Kenyan who is not exposed, like I feel like I am super exposed compared to some Kenyans. What would you tell them as a foreigner, like coming to the country? Maybe they have different expectations. Let me tell you, as a Kenyan, when you especially here in Mombasa, as a foreigner, if a foreigner comes here, one, we're going to think they have money, right? Two, we're going to think they're going to give us a visa if we maybe befriend them or something. Three, they maybe don't understand that you're also human beings, you also go through the same struggles. Maybe if you can shed light on that for people to understand that, like, foreigners who come to the country are also like human beings like us. We all go through the same struggles
I,
and stuff.
I definitely get what you're saying because also I'm struggling with this topic with my family in Turkey. Like, the site that we're living on is glorified so much, and I always tell everyone I would love for you to come and experience with your own eyes,
Yeah.
because that's how you learn the best. I can tell you all that I want, and yes, there might be people who go there and who are successful in what they do and everything, but what I can tell you, you won't have, especially in Germany, maybe like if you go to Spain, Portugal, something like that, maybe that's a bit more different. But Germany, you will not, and I'm not exaggerating, you will not have the same life quality. You just won't,
Whoa.
because the priorities there are just different. The people are also different. It's really hard to put it in words because also I don't want to. One second, I'm really sorry.
Okay, no
Okay.
worries.
Hello? Are you there? Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll meet you at the gate. Okay. All right. I have to go in 5 minutes. Sorry. But to close this up, I want to say just come and see with your own eyes. That's my advice that I can give.
Oh,
Come and
okay.
see with your own eyes, and then you can decide. Because it's not for me to judge, you know? I'm still speaking from a place of privilege, and I can never feel whatever you are feeling inside of
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
because I don't know what it is like to be a black man or a black woman and living in the like in this country.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
True.
I could never take out the confidence to openly speak about that because I don't know how it is.
Yeah.
I could never tell you. So it's really important for me to say, okay, come and see with your own eyes, and you can. That
Understand.
yeah, that's the advice I can give.
Okay. I know this was very impromptu. My apologies.
That's okay.
Maybe if you can give me a word of encouragement and they'll hear. As you leave
Okay, as I'm
Kenya,
leaving, I will definitely be back. That's not a word of
Yeah.
encouragement, but thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. My heart has been dancing like it's never danced before, and my word of encouragement is push through and stay true, stay weird. Do whatever you love. Don't let anybody give you shit, and if they do, give them their shit back double. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Your D-Lie, your handles are D-Lie?
Yes, finding Delay.
Finding D-Lie.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Appreciate you.
Hello? Yes? Yes.